Welcome to the Grizzled Geek in Review for May 12th, 2017. I'm Mike.
And I'm Doug.
And here's your nerd news for the week. Well, first off, I want to apologize for missing last week. Got a little, I don't know, too much Cinco de Mayo partying. Don't know what happened there. We actually filmed a whole news segment and they never showed up. So,
yeah,
sorry about that. But that's all old news. Now we have current news, which is even better. So, we'll kick that off with Hellboy is getting rebooted. I'm not quite sure how I feel about this.
Yeah, the old ones were so good.
They were, but a lot of hardcore Mignola fans were not pleased with it, that it wasn't as dark as the comics.
Yeah.
I loved them, and if you remember us reporting back how Ron Perlman and Guillermo del Toro were trying desperately to get number 3 made. They wanted to finish the trilogy out.
Right.
And then about a month ago, Guillermo del Toro said, it's dead, it's done,
right.
Can't happen, so obviously this is why. They're rebooting it with an R-rated, darker, more gruesome, closer to the comic one, and
right.
They have cast David Harbour of Stranger Things fame as Hellboy. Now,
that will be interesting.
It will be interesting.
He's got the size.
He does. This is, and he missed out on cable.
Right, yeah.
And so he's hot off the Stranger Things, playing the sheriff in Stranger Things. He's got the size. I think he'll be good, although, Ron Perlman, for me, will always be Hellboy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'll go into this with an open mind. I liked the Hellboy movie, so I never read the whole Hellboy comic. I probably saw one or two, but I didn't read it on a regular basis, so I don't have a comparison there. Right. So we'll see. Well,
Mignola is very, very distinct style, right? It lends itself to a lot of shadows, kind of a darker tone, but all right, we'll see. Also up, another reboot, I guess. Judge Dredd. I know they've been trying to get Judge Dredd's sequel done for quite a while with Carl Urban. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. However, we are getting a TV show, Judge Dredd Mega City 1, which will be an ensemble drama about a team of judges. So basically, it's a futuristic cop show.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not it's going to be focused solely on Dredd, or Dredd's just going to be kind of an aloof character.
Or, if he's even there,
Yeah, it's called Judge Dredd Mega City 1, so
I'm legendary guy.
Yeah, you might be, just
show up every once in a while.
Right. Either way, I'm kind of excited about seeing, as long as it gets the right network, the right budget.
Here's the thing, is it can't, by right network, it needs to be an HBO or a Showtime or a Netflix kind of series. It can't be on regular.
Yeah, the R-rated movie, it showed what it could do with that, and that property is an R-rated property.
Yeah.
Even the comic is an adult.
Yeah, you should not be doing Judge Dredd as a, family-friendly or kid-friendly show. It just doesn't work that way.
Stallone movie still haunts me. All right, moving on here with the...
Yeah, we're going to get a Deadpool animated series coming to FXX. It's going to be...
FXX?
Yeah. So it's going to be an adult animated series.
Yeah.
It's created by Donald Glover of
Lando Calrissian.
Yeah, he's going to be Lando Calrissian in the Han Solo movie. I'm really excited for this because I think Deadpool. I loved the Ryan Reynolds Deadpool movie.
Yeah.
But the Deadpool character really lends itself to an animated series.
Yes.
A fourth wall
crazy shit.
Yeah, fourth wall breaking animated series is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to this.
And Donald Glover here is, he's the one that does the Atlanta TV show.
Yeah. Well,
so,
I love his stand-up's good too.
Oh, yeah. So
that's, hey, I'm looking forward to it.
He's talented. We also got our first teaser trailer for Gifted. This is one of the X-Men spin-off TV series that they're doing, along with New Mutants.
I think technically it's The Gifted.
The Gifted?
Yeah.
Okay. Bryan Singer, who brought X-Men to the big screen, is directing. That's the first episode.
Oh, okay.
And we showed off a little bit. The full trailer won't be available until May 15th, but we got a teaser which showcased Polaris.
Okay.
Sans green hair.
That's disappointing.
It is disappointing. I was hoping for green hair.
Yeah.
But she does have the magnetism powers.
Okay.
Also, on top of that, in New Mutant news, the other X-Men spin-off series, we got confirmation, I've been toying with this for a bit, that Maisie Williams was in fact cast as Wolfsbane.
Okay.
So...
get the accent there?
Get the accent, yeah.
All right.
Anna Taylor-Joy from who just coming off Split, which was a really great movie, and she's from The Witch. Really great actress. She's actually was cast as Magic.
Okay.
Now, hopefully, and she's going to be Colossus's sister, like she's in the.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I like both of those characters.
Yeah, and these are big name actresses for these roles, so I'm excited about them. They're both talented.
I mean,
Maisie Williams brings in the Game of Thrones fans.
Yeah, I'm hoping that means they're really going to put a lot into this show. That it's not just going to be a lazy, teen drama or something like that. That there's going to be some real depth to it. So.
Right. For me, it's Cannonball's going to make or break this for me.
There you go.
All right.
Now, on the other end, we've got another. This sounds like it's just going to be another Gotham. Krypton. A Superman prequel is getting a series on Sci-Fi.
Yay!
It's going to tell the story of Soup's grandfather, Seg-El. What the kind of a stupid name is that? Who's going to be played by Cameron Cuff, who I'm not familiar with.
He's an unknown. Just a young pretty boy actor, I guess.
All right. Yeah. I have no feelings about this whatsoever.
See, if they're going to do another Superman series spinoff, they should have been about Superman and used a Superman from Supergirl. Because that guy was awesome as Superman.
Yeah.
And but I would have watched that. I mean, I'll check this out, much like I did Gotham at first, but I don't have high hopes.
Yeah, I mean, nobody really cares. I should say nobody. I'm sure there are people who are like hardcore, like into the background and the universe and stuff like that. But who cares about Krypton?
If it looks like
Superman.
If it looks like Krypton from Man of Steel. Like the prequel, for that the prologue for Man of Steel, where it showed Krypton. That was an interesting Krypton. I'd like to see that, but I don't think they have the budget for that on a TV show.
Well, I mean, the Sci-Fi Channel is hit or miss with their. Sometimes they've got really great stuff. Sometimes it's really campy.
Oh yeah, siffy.
Yeah. So who knows?
Oh, we're getting Krypton whether we wanted it or not.
Yeah.
So
we'll see how long it goes. All right, and then in movie news, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 passes $500 million in the box office.
That's the second week,
it's on its way to $1 billion.
Well, they said it wouldn't make $1 billion, but now hitting this benchmark, they're saying it is now possible that it could be $1 billion. It's definitely going to do better than the first one. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a great show. Actually, if you watch our latest podcast, we review it, go over it, so... we'll get our opinion.
It's really good.
It's good. Yeah. Okay, let's moving on to comics. Spoilers. Just like all our comics, we're spoiling the hell out of these comics for you. Giving you a taste so you know which ones you want to run out and buy.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so we got a lot of... Yeah, I mean, the big news has been... There have been two really big things that have dominated the news in comics, and we are going to do a story on each.
Yep.
One is the DC Reborn storyline, which has in Action Comics 979, we're going to get really kind of confusing and mixing and matching the pre-New 52 or pre-Flashpoint and New 52 kind of characters and elements. So you've already got Superman and Lois Lane who remember both timelines.
Their timelines is a mix of the two.
Yeah, so they know things that happened in both. Yeah. Now we're getting more merging of that, where we're going to get Superman, the Superman Revenge Squad, which is going to have a revived Eradicator.
Is that the name? The Superman Revenge Squad?
I guess. Yeah. I mean, there's been Superman Revenge Squads before. Now, I guess
agreeably cheesy.
Yeah.
All right.
So you got Eradicator, Blanc, who I've never heard of before, so I'm not sure who that. Metalo, and Mongol. With General Zod. Is General Zod going to be leading them, or
General Zod doesn't make it in 979, but he's joining up.
He'll be there later.
He'll be there later, yeah.
And then we've got the wild card of the Hank Henshaw cyborg Superman.
Kind of.
Which, who's part pre-Flashpoint and part New 52. I don't know what the New 52...
New 52 is Zor-El, who's basically Supergirl's crazy father.
Okay.
So
he's the cyborg Superman. Now they've blended those two personalities into one person.
Yes.
So that'll be interesting.
Hank Henshaw, as you remember from the death of Superman, became Cyborg. So
Yeah, and that was a weird kind of because he was.
well, that's where the Eradicator comes from too.
Yeah,
So-
yes.
It's like Superboy, Steel, Eradicator, and
Cyborg Superman, who was actually a Superman villain pretending to be Superman. And, yeah, that was a really confusing
weird
story.
Like,
Very weird story. So,
90s
anyways,
were a weird
we'll
time.
see how that goes and how that plays into the whole Reborn storyline that's
yeah,
going on.
because he's also going to remember both timelines, and he's also going to be an amalgam of the two.
Right.
So it's this DC universe keeps getting more and more screwed up with whatever Dr. Manhattan's doing.
Yeah, but I mean, and here we move into our second story. It is apparently a compelling story because people are buying it. People are buying into it.
Right.
Recently, in I don't know exactly when the tweet went out, but the author of the Captain America storylines with the Hydra agent Captain America,
Yeah.
and Secret Empire #0.
Yeah.
Was touting how Secret Empire's #0 was the top selling book in April,
Right.
and
number one
they show a breakdown of
Yeah.
the sales figures on it. If you take a close look at that list, what they didn't tell you is that they listed the Batman and Flash issues from that month that were variant covers separate from the regular issue. If you combine those numbers together, both Batman and Flash beat out Secret Empire's #0.
Wow.
So they would have actually been the #1 and #2 selling book, followed by the Secret Empire 0. So
Right.
people are buying it. Controversy breeds sales.
Right. Yeah.
So people are going for it. And then the 2 new X-Men books round out the top 5.
So Marvel said they were the #1 selling book, and really
Correct.
2 DC titles beat them.
Correct, yes.
Got it.
So if you are in a betting war between the Reborn storyline and the Secret Empire storyline, Reborn is winning.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
But I think we're all winning by having 2 great stories going on in both books.
Yeah.
So
We'll see
compelling stories. We'll see
Compelling,
how
whether they're great or not.
yeah, we'll
is
see
yet to
how
be
they,
seen.
how they end. Will depend.
Yeah.
The kill off Rick Jones.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on into gaming news. Kind of a weird announcement. It appears reports are saying that BioWare has shut down Mass Effect as far as it's gone on hiatus, I guess is what they're saying. So BioWare Montreal, which was the company that actually produced Andromeda, apparently Andromeda sales were not what they expected, even though recently stockholders meeting, they were saying that it was adequate, that they, there's, was supporting the game. There's been a lot of controversy about the game when it came out. I've played it. Facial animations were kind of horrible.
Right.
Story wasn't as compelling. I mean, the worlds were amazing. The combat was amazing. It's still a fun game, but it apparently was not.
It doesn't measure up.
Doesn't measure up to the trilogy, right?
Yeah.
Mass Effect trilogy was one of the greatest trilogies in gaming history, and Andromeda was not that.
Yeah.
So because of this, BioWare Montreal has been gutted. They've been pretty much, no one's been fired, but they've been moved off on other projects, right?
And different locations.
And different locations, right?
Right.
So now BioWare Montreal, who headed one of their top games, Mass Effect Andromeda, is now a support team for other games systems. And the majority of them are going off to work on Battlefront 2.
Okay.
So, which looks like a great game.
Yeah.
Excited about that. Also, BioWare's new IP that we reported back on was supposed to be out next year. Everyone is assuming a big announcement for it at E3 coming up in June.
Right.
Has been delayed. Now, they say it is not unrelated, but, come on.
Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
So, that makes you think that maybe the people in Montreal were the ones who were working on that, and they're like, you just had a stinker, so we're gonna pull the plug on that for now.
See what happens with that one. Which, 2 months after their flagship title launches, this big shakeup.
Yeah.
They say sales are good, but
Yeah. Now, what does
reviews
this mean for being on hiatus? Now, can you still access the game on Origins?
oh yeah, the
or
game is fine. It's going to be supported, but they're not working on any DLCs. They're not working on Mass Effect Andromeda 2.
Okay.
Normally, at this point, they'd be working on the next one.
Right.
Because this was just like the first one was supposed to be a trilogy, but all work on Mass Effect title has been suspended.
Okay.
So, if you liked Andromeda, it might be a while, if ever, before you see another Mass Effect game.
Right. Yeah. All of the mysteries that were left at the end of the first game, you may never get a solution to.
Yeah, and there was a bunch. Okay, now we're moving on to a new editorial section. Today we're going to talk a little bit about, do my best, Andy Rooney. Complain about ATM fees and stuff. But,
Well, and you know, the hashtag not my nerd.
Not my nerd. As we all know, one of the great YouTube channels, SourceFed Nerd, has been shut down. Well, pretty much everybody on SourceFed Nerd has been canceled. Everybody's been let go. They were bought out by a Group 9 Media, the Now This guys, and they've rebranded it as Now This Nerd.
Right.
Now, people have been asking us what our opinion on this is, as you know, because we're technically in that same genre, but we're not anywhere near. I don't know why people care. We're we're a micro tuber, I guess.
Right.
We just barely hit. We're just starting out, and just like a penis, no one really cares about a micro tuber, what their opinion is. But you know, we're going to give it to you anyway, just in case. So some people ask, we're going to tell you. SourceFed Nerd was something I watched regularly.
Right.
I mean, I really liked the hosts they had on there. I still follow the hosts. When Maud Garrett left, I still follow Geek Bomb, you know, Sam Basher. I like, these guys I'm going to continue to follow. And they brought in a new guy, Michael Calabro.
Yeah. Well,
what's his name?
He's a producer.
He's a producer.
He's not necessarily an on-screen talent.
Right.
Or normally an on-screen talent.
Right. So he's getting a lot of flack because he's the face of the corporate takeover of SourceFed Nerd.
Right.
So something that everyone loved is now gone to the tune of over 50,000 subscribers.
60,000 when we checked.
60,000 when we checked this last. So
yeah,
it's people are leaving, and I understand. They came in and they say they're doing the same thing, but why not keep the talent that we already had in place?
Yeah.
The people that actually built up that audience, you
Right.
know? And instead, they've gone back, wiped everything clean, and starting from scratch. A lot of people are giving this new host, Michael, some flack for his introductory video, calling him insincere, saying that, giving him flack for, he did the obvious, hey, I'm a nerd too.
Right,
Look,
yeah.
I'm one of you guys, nothing, they're calling him a corporate shill, trying to step into, the nerd shoes and kind of, but whether that's anger from, missing a beloved SourceFed nerd.
Yeah.
Or, whether it's actually, he did talk a lot with his hands.
Talks with his hands.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Constantly.
Nonstop. That was hard to watch.
See, for me personally, I love SourceFed Nerd. I watch it all the time. Even their blooper reels are better than what's on there right now.
Right, yeah.
So I'm going to miss those guys. I'm still going to follow them and their stuff, but I don't think this is my nerd.
No, that's the thing is people, Maud said this on her channel. She did kind of a reaction to it. And people go to YouTube channels and subscribe to them and come back over and over again because they like the people who they're interacting with on that. They like the people who are presenting the stuff. You don't go and watch a YouTube channel with somebody you don't like so you can get something, because there's always somebody else doing the same thing or something close enough that if you want nerd news, you can go to
there's a million of us doing nerd news.
That you've got dozens of choices of where to get it. So unless you connect with and like the people who are doing it, you're not going to stay.
Yeah, you can get your nerd news anywhere.
Yeah. And that's the thing is 1 million subscribers or something like that. And people who are unsubscribing en masse those are the dedicated, loyal people who are leaving. The other 900 and some odd thousand that they still have are the people who click the subscribe button, but may or may not ever go watch the stuff. We'll take a look at, and we'll keep track of it. Maybe in coming weeks we can talk about it.
One thing they are getting is a massive disproportionate amount of unlikes to likes on their videos.
Oh,
So
interesting.
There are people watching.
Yeah, we'll have to
And-
see what the views are on all these. We'll check out
Whether
some of
that's
these stories.
bitterness or whether they actually don't like the videos themselves.
Yeah.
I've not seen anything but the introduction video,
Mm-hmm.
and from that I wasn't really excited about it. So
Yeah, I was like, man,
I haven't watched any more.
see you later.
But we'll see how that happens, what goes on from there. But that being said, though, Group 9 Media, if you're looking for an extra 60 or so subscribers, Grizzled Geek is ready to sell out. So just to let you know.
Always.
You can replace us pretty easily. Michael Calabro could come in here and tell our fans won't leave. They'll go right on with they're like, it's like, Mike lose weight? What's going on with this guy? Bearded nerd guy telling the news. So, but anyway, we do appreciate our fans. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Please, like, subscribe, and tell us what news stories you want to hear.
And make sure you go check out our other videos. But thanks a lot.
Thank you.